I'll never forget the day a white buddy of mine said black people don't deserve equality because they could never get enough. And that's true. White people are actually scared of equality. That's just how racist we are as a people.
Black American silence is actually dealing with these guys. Nothing more. They are not happy that black folks have decided to be silent and just watch from afar, like, what happened? Like, all this while we've been talking and nothing literally happened. And recently, black folks have decided to keep calm and just watch, take care of themselves, and allow the world take care of their own selves. And it's becoming a whole lot of issues among these people. Now, they want you guys to speak up. They want you guys to react. They want you guys to act the way you have always acted. But black people are saying no. Hey my loves, welcome back again to the YouTube channel. So I'm going to let the rest of the videos roll, then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit belongs to original creators of these videos. Please do well to like, subscribe, share, and drop your own take in the comments. So let's jump right in, then I'll come back with more.
NYC Black, I'm gonna pray for you, brother, but it's people like you, it's racists like you that's kept a cloud over this country for so long, you know what I'm saying, because y'all are so ignorant and so not knowledgeable and smart people are so far past that fucking division tactic. That's a made up ass division tactic. We're past that shit. You can't divide us no more. We're united together, united we stand, united we're strong, baby. I'm gonna pray for you, NYC Black, because you need prayer. You're the problem in this fucking country. Peace.
It's not just that one person. White culture in general. Probably I would say most white people, when they hear the word equality, they fear that white people will be oppressed because brown, black, and indigenous people might actually get what's fair and just. That's just how racist we are. And we're so obsessed with the idea of not having equality in America for black, brown, and indigenous people that we don't have health care, that we don't have economic equality. We don't have reasonable gun laws. Our liberties are being stripped because we have a fascist, racist, white supremacist regime in office because we are so scared of equality. We're so scared that black and brown folks might become the majority one day. That we had a black president and now we've got to have a white supremacist president. That's how scared we are of equality. That's how racist we are as a people. Go to the fucking root. The root of America's problems. The root of the white man and the white woman, their problems, and America and the world. If you think about it, colonialization, white supremacy, the mentality of white people today, not just yesterday, today, right now, the denial, racially, the silence, the apathy, the continuous gaslighting, all that fucking shit. That's ruined us. It's ruined white people, and it's ruining our nation. And whose fault is it? White people's fault. Their inability to fucking fix their goddamn problem. Until we fix white supremacy, everything we try will fail. It's dysfunctional and it's toxic, and Trump and this regime is the perfect proof of all that shit. How we got in this fucking mess? White people's bullshit. White people's racist fucking bullshit.
Why do white people hate black people so much? I have been in situations where I've been surrounded by nothing but white people. And this conversation has come up. The race conversation has come up. And no one ever has an actual reason as to why they hate black people. There is no reason. It's a deep-seated jealousy, a deep-seated hate that, you know, black people exude greatness. Black people are the great inventors. And white people have worked so hard to erase the history and erase the greatness of the black race. Down to even when things are invented, the majority of things that are invented were invented by a black person. But yet, the white race has actually erased the original inventor from history and have put their names on things that they had no business putting their names on.
I'm sick of white people. And yes, I'm white. And the reason I'm sick of white people is because no matter how much fact, no matter how much scripture you all are presented with regarding who the Hebrews in the Bible were and who they are in the earth today, which would be the so-called Negroes, and it makes me sick. I come across these so-called biblically based websites, and listed for the 12 tribes of Israel are all European countries. What is wrong with you people? You should be ashamed of yourselves. After everything these people have been through at the hand of the white man, slaughtered, ran off their land, sold into bondage, had their heritage stolen from them, would it kill you?
The acronym, it triggered you, didn't it? Let's talk about it. A fundamental adage in the Black community is the idea that we have to work twice as hard to get half as far. And that is a literal reality. And it's a reality that Black people have to contend with on the daily in America. It's the idea and reality of being underestimated upon first glance and then busting your ass to be as good as you possibly can and not getting any attention or praise for it, all the while watching your very fundamentally mediocre peers or coworkers get celebrated for the bare minimum. It's like that time in law school where this guy in my class anonymously and relentlessly emailed me telling me that I had only gotten in because of affirmative action and no one did anything about it. Or that time when Barack Obama wore a tan suit to a press conference and everyone lost their mind, but here we are in Trump's America. The thing is, Black people don't get to be fundamentally average or mediocre. And if they are those things, they're called a welfare queen, or they're lazy, or they're undereducated, or they just don't know how to work for the things they want, right? But you look around, throw a stone, and you'll encounter hundreds of mediocre, average white people being celebrated for the bare minimum. To be Black in this country is to be constantly monitored and surveilled and criticized and detested all of the time. And to be successful, it's not enough to just be good. You have to be brilliant. You have to be beautiful. You have to be exceptional. You have to be charismatic. You have to be humble. You can't brag about it too much, right? It's not enough to be one thing. You have to be all of the things at the same time or you're fucked. But the gift of whiteness is the gift of just existing, right? White people are permitted to just exist, to be mediocre, to be average, to do the bare minimum and to be celebrated for that bare minimum, to be promoted for doing very little, right? White mediocrity is almost like a psychological safety net for white people, right? They know that no matter how far they fall, they'll never be considered lower than Black people. And that gives them a certain joie de vivre, doesn't it? And this term, white mediocrity, is not meant as a diss. It's meant more of as a challenge, right? I have tons of white people that I like, that I'm friends with, my mother, my partner, right? What I'm saying is the structures of America have been built so that white people prosper with doing very little. And the structures are also meant to keep Black people down, right? And we have to fight against those structures unless you love the fact that white mediocrity got you to where you are. Meanwhile, qualified people of color face immense barriers and obstacles to get anywhere in life. And you guys blame any sort of Black success on DEI and affirmative action, right? So let's go through some examples about white mediocrity and counter them against some Black excellence. Donald Trump bested Kamala Harris. That's insane. A lot of you really firmly believe that Taylor Swift is a better artist than Beyonce. That is fundamentally insane. Donald Trump is the president currently, and he's compared to Barack Obama. That is insane. There have been 44 white presidents and a single Black president. Also crazy. I can already hear the white keyboard warriors typing furiously, so angry at me. I got to where I was because of my skills. And I'm not saying that you're not skilled. I'm just saying you were born with so many advantages, right?
When Black people were talking about the economy and how bad it was for them, everybody was silent. When Black people said things are not actually, there's no equality, they said, no, it's a lie. That doesn't even work. We're all equal. But in workplace, Black people have taken it in for years. There is always that inequality, but in the corporate world. And they have come out to share about it. Take a look at how many Black people that literally have good jobs, sustainable jobs. Take a look at it. Okay, a lot of them might have it, but take a look at the pay. Okay, because they told us that segregation is gone. There's no more segregation. But be truthful to yourself. NTA like covers, like there's just a lot you cannot even share with your colleague. But somehow, just somehow, a close friendship within the workforce might just make you to tell your colleague, oh, this is my salary. And you decided, and you found out at that moment that you have always been underpaid for years. We've seen that. We've seen a lot of it. We've seen a lot of those stories out there. And these stories are coming from the people that looks like myself. And you guys told us that segregation is over. Like, get ahead of yourself already. Let it go already. You guys are just dwelling in the past. Segregation has long been, rolled out, and now the rest of them. But, bro, if you actually take your time to, learn the things that happen within you, you find out that segregation still exists among us. But yeah, it's on paper, it's on the news that segregation is long gone, but we all know the truth. So for Black people deciding to stay silent this period and say they are not protesting with anybody, they're not coming out to speak for anybody, they have always spoken. They have always shown solidarity with other communities. They have always stood for every other community. But somehow, when they do all of this, it doesn't come back to treat them well. Nobody respects the amount of sacrifices that they have given to every other community. Instead, you have people calling them out and saying, oh, you guys are just still dwelling in the past. So I think a whole lot of them took their time to understand after the recent election that just passed, and found out that no matter what you do, you guys will never, say, oh, well done, you guys have done well. Instead, you always put them at that limelight where it looks like they are the problem. And right now, they have decided to focus on their community, focus on themselves, and focus on what they carry, instead of focusing on whatever thing that is happening around them. Guess what? That's also a problem. I love the fact that a lot of these white folks have taken time to study the truth and now sharing the truth amongst their own peers. Because for a long time, it has always been Black people sharing the truth. It has always been them speaking out. And when they speak out, you guys call them loud. And now that the economy is affecting you guys and the pain is general, like you guys voted for your own interest, but somehow it turned against you. And now you guys are realizing the impact of Black folks and saying that all these years they were never lying. They were not fear-mongering. They were not being loud. But they were simply telling you, can we have equality? Like, not on paper, but on real life. And now that you all are seeing it, everybody wants them to speak out and join you guys in solidarity and say the exact thing that they have been saying for years, that you guys never took time to listen or did anything about it. Instead, they were called loud and branded the problem. I love the fact that Black people are deciding to stay silent and just watch you guys take care of yourself while they do the needful by taking care of themselves as well. Anyway, guys, let me know what you all think in the comment section. Like they always say, pull yourself by the bootstrap. I think it's time for everyone to do so. Well, let me know what your take are in the comment. Let's talk about it. Credit belongs to original creators of those videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's go, and I'll see you all on my next video. Bye, my loves.